Welcome to my channel, Freckled Mom. I'm Devin. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, hey! Today I have 6 DIYs I made using someone else's supplies or stash. This is a challenge, a hop, swap my stash. I'll explain that later, so let's jump into these supplies. My box was given to me by DIY House to Home. So Ellie gave me a cute little note, a box, some starburst, some dice, and some netting, and some confetti, and some wind chimes. Not even sure how to put those together. We'll figure it out. Some gluey tack stuff, and a decorated canvas. So let's get going to our first DIY. And I'm gonna use this fishing net, but I'm not too fond of the colors. So let's see what I do with this. So first I'm gonna tape this right to a jar. This jar is from the Dollar Tree. I spray painted Kills Chalk Blue Juniper. After I pulled off all the netting, I'm using Dollar Tree rope and I'm hot gluing it right to the edge. I'm not using the cover that came with this jar. I'm gonna use it for a vase, and I think it is super adorable where those lines are from the netting. And now I'm gonna cut the end and I'm just hot gluing the rope onto itself, if that makes sense, but you saw what I did. And then I have these flowers I got from the dollar store and I'm just using them. You could use whatever color. I like this color for my dining room. I think the rope and the netting have such a coastal look to it. I think it is just super adorable. Let me know down in the comments what you think. This is a hop, Swap My Stash, hosted by Melissa Makes It DIY. I received my box from Ellie at DIY House to Home. Both their links are down in my description. We were to craft using their supplies that they mailed to us. So now we have these foam blocks, and I did 2 coats of the color plaster made by Waverly. I'm gonna do 2 blocks one way and 2 blocks another way, so you're gonna see, but I took plaster and ocean and mixed it together to make that blue, and I just do a strip at the bottom of these blocks, and then I have my antique wax and I'm distressing the corners, and you'll see that here I kind of went the long way doing each corner, but then I wised up a little bit and I ended up doing every whole corner, and it definitely changed the speed of my project. And then I'm just going to distress a little bit on the actual block itself. And you can see I have my little coastal seashells and starfish down there, and I'm going to use all my starfish, and I'm just hot gluing them right to the block so we can still go with the coastal theme. And these I get right off of Amazon. I'll put the link down in my description. And then I distress the actual starfish just a little bit. How adorable are these little blocks? I am totally in love. I think the brown and the blue go so well together, and I think the distressing is like super cute. I'm not sure where you'd see a starfish on a block, but I think it's super cute home decor. If you're new to my channel or coming from the hop, we do a lot of Dollar Tree crafts, DIY, gifts and decor, thrift flipping, and more. If you like these kind of videos, please consider subscribing. To all my returning friends and subscribers, thank you. Don't forget to hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. You can also find me on Instagram as Freckled Mom. Now we had this wooden box. I wasn't exactly sure what to do with it, and then I decided to hot glue the box to the lid just so it had a little bit dimension. And then I have that rope over there, and I'm gonna show you what I did with that after. Here I'm just painting it with my Waverly mineral, And I don't do a full coat, just striations. And then I go through with my antique wax and I paint in the spots that I didn't use the mineral. And then I use a baby wipe and I just clean it up and distress it and mush it all together. And I wasn't really sure the effect I was going to get, but I really liked it, and I think it has a wood grain feel to it with a little bit of distressing. I have that rope from the Dollar Tree here, the blue and white rope. You don't always see them, so when you see them, definitely get them. And I'm just hot gluing it right to the lid, so you don't see it was the lid, but you still get that variation of size there. And I'm just gonna cut it and hot glue it so everything lines up. And then I had some left over, so I did the top just to give it that finished look. Let me know down in the comments if you would have left the top bare or if you like the rope on the top, because it was a toss-up for me. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but here it is. I think it's super cute. It's coastal, still going with the theme, and you can put anything in here, sunglasses, some sunscreen. I just think this is super adorable, and you guys know I love storage containers. Did break away from the coastal theme to do something for my kitchen here. So this is just a canvas that I have from the dollar store, and I taped it off so I could paint some Waverly ink. I'm painting in the middle of the canvas and on the outside of the canvas. Not my style that I normally do, but I had to use that confetti, and I figured this was going to be the best way to match that confetti. Be careful opening it. It makes a mess. You guys know me and sparkles, not a big fan. So I have these spoons from the dollar store, and I dipped it in Mod Podge, and now I'm going to dip it right into the confetti. And I did one with the gold, and I just rolled it around, and then one with the black. And I will never buy these, you guys know that, but this was in my package, so I had to use it. And I do think it came out super cute though. And I hot glued the spoons right to the canvas. And again, my colors of my kitchen are black and gold, so I think that little F there for my last name was just a super cute addition. And I think it is super adorable, and it matches my kitchen. And again, I will never buy those confettis. So I'm back to the coastal, and I have that canvas and some other things. This is from Walmart and the dollar store, and I am going to rip this apart and use the actual wood. I wanted to show you here, it is very dangerous when you take it apart. We got a little cut on our finger when we did this, but it's okay. You just have to be careful. Safety first. So I ended up using some popsicle sticks, and I have some wood glue and hot glue, and I'm putting it on these hooks. These hooks I had gotten from Walmart. I think they were $1.50, maybe $2, and I'm putting them down so that way I can adhere the wood from my decorative canvas, so that way I can put the boxes that you saw earlier onto this hook. If that makes any sense, you'll see what I'm doing. So I'm again using some wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm putting those pieces of not exactly wood, it's like particle board, and a little bit of 𝚕6000 too, and that way I just have the best stability for the boxes I'm going to use. I wasn't sure what was going to be best for putting wood boxes on to that hook system, so I wanted to use the decorative canvas. And now I'm going to use that same blue that I had done in that other project, and this is again plaster and ocean mixed together. I think it is super pretty, and I wanted to stay with the coastal theme, and I love this color. So now you can see here I'm trying to use the sticky tack stuff that came in my box, and it didn't work, so I took it off. And I now am hot gluing these boxes together, and I'm going to be making a storage system on top of the hooks. So I am using hot glue and wood glue, and I'm just gonna put the boxes right onto the hooks. And I hold it and I let it dry for quite a while before I go through and use my plaster and just add a little bit of white dry brushing just to give it that beachy look. I think it's super cute. And there it is, guys. How adorable is that? You can put whatever you want. This is to hang over a door. So I have it over my back door before you go out to my porch. So I have some sunscreen and my garden gloves. And then you could use the hooks for your bags before you leave, or maybe your beach bag. I think it is so cute. So this next one, again, is for the back door. But this is the wind chimes, and if you know, I have teenagers, so this is a nice little way to know when they're leaving the house. So I painted this in my plaster, and I did go over it 2 coats. I painted everything, those little round things and that little seashell, and now I'm distressing the edges. And this isn't for a real wind chime. You could use it as a real wind chime, but I'm using it as my little reminder, my alert to let me know when the kids leave the house, and maybe when they're not supposed to be leaving the house, if you get what I mean. So I'm distressing everything. I'm just painting it on and wiping it off, nothing special. And I didn't even know how to put together a wind chime because I've never bought one of these before. Normally when I buy wind chimes, they're already put together. So here I am, I'm just still distressing this. I used a little bit of that blue just to mix in the colors so everything matched. I put the string through the holes and I hot glued it. Again, I've never put a wind chime together. And so this is just my idea. So I put the string through, and my idea was to have the shell raised up a little bit just for decoration. So I stuck a little wood block in between the lobster and the shell just to give it, again, that definition. And then I put the string through the part that holds the wind chime, I'm guessing, because there's all these pieces. I wanted to use it all. And then I'm just tying knots for the wind chimes. I do all 3 of them, not shown. And then I put another knot at the end of the wind chime just to hold it on. And I do that for all 3 of them. And I think this came out super cute. You could use this as a real wind chime, but again, I'm just using this as my little alert system to know when a child goes out the side door when they're not supposed to be. Thank you for watching. Please let me know which was your favorite DIY. Don't forget, this is a hop. Follow the link below to see who I mailed my supplies to. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider it, and also don't forget to hit the bell and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Another way to support my channel is buymeacoffee.com. My link is down in the description. I'm on Instagram as Freckled Mom. I post every day, daily motivation and current projects. Tomorrow, I'm talking about plaid products with some of my friends. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'll see you tomorrow.